What if I told you that as a mother, you are impacting the entire household emotionally? And if you're not okay, they're not okay. I was sitting talking to a dad today, and he spoke about this. We were talking about the idea that mothers don't do their own emotional work. They don't care for themselves in the real ways that they need to care for themselves because they're busy putting everybody else first, but they actually really matter. And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, everything in our house revolves around how she is feeling and how she is emotionally. And I looked at him and I said, yeah, but she doesn't even know that she's impacting all of you in such a big way. She's thinking she's managing you, right? And I really wanted to jump on today. I actually had a different message planned, but I wanted to jump on today and really talk about that, because the fact of the matter is, as mums, we are so busy looking after people that we forget to look after ourselves. But it's that whole empty cup thing, right? If you are trying to pour from an empty cup, everyone around you is getting nothing. So how do you fill your cup? You know, I've been on so many airplanes where they talk about, you know, if the oxygen mask falls from the ceiling, put it on yourself first before you help everyone else. And every part of my being says, fuck no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, because my first priority is my children. But what if I get only 2 children before I pass out? I'm not able to help the rest of my children. And this became very clear to me when I fell apart, when my eldest was 16 and I have 4 children and I'm very blessed. But I fell apart because I was giving from an empty cup. And I have seen so many times since then how the moments where I fall apart are the moments when the whole house just disintegrates into chaos. I deserve a full cup just as much as everybody else. But my children deserve to have their cup filled by a mother who has something to give, who is feeling at her best, who has overflow to give to them all. And they actually do far better when I take time to look after my emotional and mental well-being. So I really want to share with you today that in actual fact, you need to look after yourself. You need to look after your emotional and mental well-being, because if you don't look after yourself, the people in your life who need you, who rely on you for their joy, for their comfort, for their emotional stability, for their emotional regulation, for their strength, they'll all be found wanting. And I know that's not what you want. And I know that feels really big. It's like we have to do it all, but it doesn't matter whether you want that responsibility or not. That's how it works. You provide that. That's what motherhood is. And so the very best you can do for them is to give from a full cup, which means you need to take the time to fill your cup. For me, that came in lots of small ways, but it came after a really big move, which interestingly didn't take a long period of time. It was just a big moment in my life. It was actually a big process of shifting. And that's the process that I now use to help other mums come back to themselves, to ditch all the baggage that they've been carrying and find ways to feed into themselves. And it can happen in less than a month. You can actually ditch the guilt, clear the baggage, and find that space of being who you truly are. And I'd love to help you take that journey. So reach out. Let me help you go from overwhelmed and empty to overflowing and in a space to give. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.